I live in catered accommodation. I like it because meals are put on for you. You've got more or less everything you need here. The meal times are like 7:30 to possibly 9:30 for breakfast, and then in the evening it's from 5:30 to 7:30, I think. They can be restrictive, but only if you let them be restrictive. You just sort of schedule to them. The meals are good enough that if you want to make it, you'll make it. You just get used to it.
I chose to live in self-catered accommodation in halls because I wanted a chance to kind of learn to cook for myself and choose my own meals, and also I've made a lot of friends within the flat that I live in. My hall has a lot of facilities like a music room, which is really good for me because I play a few instruments, I like to sing, so I can use it and not disturb the people living next door to me in my flat. It also has a library in the halls, so occasionally we do use it to study, but I've got a desk in my room, so I have different options. I live around the corner from my students' union, so I use that a lot for dance classes, for meetings, different things.
It's got a really big lunch hall. It's got a bar which is open on weeknights and occasionally open at the weekend and special occasions. It's got a table tennis room. It's got 2 pianos. It's got a games room with a snooker table, a darts board, a pool table, and other things. Yeah, definitely. I think staying at home would be weird. You'd miss a lot. Obviously, you're at university to get a degree, but it is definitely worthwhile just for the social aspect and to work out what kind of person you are, to live away from your parents and your family.
Yes, I definitely think that it's better to move away when you go to uni. I appreciate some people choose to stay at home, it's kind of the safe option, but for me I wanted that independence. I wanted to be able to go out clubbing and not have someone asking when I was going to be back home, and you get your own keys, you get to plan your own life. In terms of cooking, it tends to vary. Like at Christmas we all sat down and made a meal together in my flat at Halls, but the rest of the time I actually ended up cooking on my own because I'm vegetarian and I'm a bit picky. I know a lot of people did share meals 5 times a week or every day, but for me I just like being able to choose what I eat and then cook it. When you're choosing accommodation, I think the most important thing is location, because it can depend on whether your uni has a campus or not, but mine doesn't, and it really helps if you live 10 minutes away from your lectures, particularly if you sleep in. But people who live 2 miles or 3 miles out of the centre have real problems, like they can't really go on nights out easily because the taxi home costs as much as the night out. There's also, I think there's a big difference between self-catered and catered halls, because in the kitchens of self-catered halls you get a lot of kind of cooking together, sitting down and eating together even if you're not eating the same meal. But in catered, it's a bit different. You don't necessarily know your next door neighbours as well, because you have to go all the way to a canteen to eat, and then you might end up with a completely different group of people. And price is important. I don't know. I kind of went for one of the cheaper halls because you can pay extra and get an ensuite, but at the end of the day you don't need it and you have to clean it yourself. So I went for a shared bathroom and I get it cleaned.